I guess, made you drop your pants and raise your shirt. Is that right?
Yeah, it hurt so hard to hurt his arm and pull a gun on me. And I was scared. I'll never forget.
Why are you pointing guns in people's faces? Why are you bringing your mom down here for this nonsense that you have done? Why didn't you call your mom before you did this nonsense? B, State of Texas versus Philip Thomas Washington. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Marcus Sanders.
for the defense? And are you Mr. Washington? All right, in each of the cause numbers, you entered a plea of guilty. And cause number 2022 CR 3498B, you entered a plea of guilty to count 1. State waived count 2 in the repeater paragraph without objection. And 2022 CR 3873B, you pled guilty and the state waived the repeater count without objection. And each cause, I found that there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court found you guilty. According to the plea bargain agreement, there's no application. Each case is to run concurrent. There are several cases that are being taken in consideration, and the state is asking that your sentence be set at a cap of 22 years. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
Any objections to the PSI report?
None from the state.
State, do you have any witnesses?
Yes, Judge.
How many witnesses do you have?
1.
All right, if you can call your witness.
State calls Cynthia Martis.
All right, can you come forward and raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand if you state your name for the record.
Cynthia Martis.
All right, state.
Thank you. Cynthia, are you aware why we're here today?
Yes, sir.
Are you one of the victims in cause number 2022 CR 3498B?
Yes.
And the judge is familiar with the facts of the case. I just want to go over a few details that may not have been in the report. What were you doing? Or what were you at first? Where were you at that day?
I was at home sitting on my chair. Like I usually do, sit with my door open. And I was there with my friend. Just sitting there watching TV, listening to my news, and I do volunteer work behind me. And he was one of the people that helped me, get volunteer work. And I was helping him out as a place to stay. So he was there.
Okay. So let me ask you another question. How long had you been in that apartment?
About a week and a half.
Okay. You said you were sitting there with the door open?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the person that was with you, was that Kenneth?
Yes.
Okay. And you knew him from where you do volunteer work?
Yes.
What kind of volunteer work do you do?
I was helping at the Travis Street Park Church, which is where he works.
And what do y'all do there?
Everything. I usually work in the clothing room, and he runs the showers, the food. He tells everybody where to go. You do this, you do that, you do that. And
so on that day, the co-defendant came up to you, right? The female?
Yes. And I thought I knew her, but because I know a lot of people, but I help out. I feed people too on the side. So, remember all their faces. Some people just need a shower, some, and hey, go ahead, take a shower.
Okay. And so that's why you let her use your phone?
She didn't use my phone.
Oh, whose phone did she use?
She didn't have a phone. She made an excuse that she had left her phone in her car, and she would look like she was stressed out. So she left my house, and she said, "Oh, I left my phone in the car." Then she goes down. She comes back with a guy. I don't know who she is. The guy that helped me, with the volunteer work in, knew them. I have never seen these people before.
Did they enter into your apartment?
Yeah, because my door was open. They came and they said, "Do you remember me?" And I thought I did, but I really didn't. I said, "Come on." They didn't know.
Who was it that had the gun?
This guy.
Had you ever had a gun pointed at you before?
Never in my life.
When he pointed at the gun at you, what did he take from you?
He took my purse. It was rent time. So I had just been to the bank and, so I had my rent's $800, had enough money to pay my rent. And then all the bills are coming out. It's like, beginning first of the month, all that stuff. So he took everything I grabbed. I went to call the police. He said, give me that. Everything I pulled out, give me that. And I was scared because there's a gun in my face.
The report mentioned that he, I guess, made you drop your pants and raise your shirt. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you said they took your phone. Did you end up finding pictures that were taken from your phone?
Yes.
Was the defendant in those pictures?
Yes.
And how has this offense affected you? Like, how are you dealing with it?
I still have my door open because I think as long as I pay my rent, I have that right. But it just reminds me that somebody could just walk in and take your life, blow your head off, and not think about it. And you've done nothing. What did I deserve to have somebody come and take my money that I work for? I work 2 jobs. I do home health care. And I don't know why I was targeted. I worked so hard to help people, to have these strangers walk into my life and pull a gun on me. And I was scared. I'll never forget. Because he could have just killed me. You know, some people might rob you and say, okay, I got everything and go, but I couldn't take a chance. My friend, he said, he wouldn't empty his pockets. He said, you know, screw you, excuse my language. But I was scared. I never had this happen to me before in my life. Why? And it's a memory I'll never forget because it could have been. I could not be here today had he chose to pull that gun. Why?
Your Honor, we'll pass a witness.
All right, thank you. Defense, do you have any witnesses?
I have one, Judge.
Yes, have them come forward.
Cheryl Washington.
Cheryl Washington. Can you come forward, please? All right, if you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Cheryl Washington.
All right, defense.
Ms. Washington, you're the mother of Philip Washington.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you verify some of the things that I showed you in the pre-sentence investigation?
Yes, he's been, as a child, he was kind of bipolar and, you know, he had some effects.
Does that continue his mental condition into
His mental
juvenile?
condition into juvenile, yes.
And recently, when all this crime was happening with him, what was changing in his life? What was going on?
Well, I think drugs came effect in his life.
Did he become addicted to methamphetamine?
Yes, he did. Yes, he
had
did.
a new girlfriend that was running around.
And that's where he met. Before then, he wasn't doing. He came out from the 10 years that he previously had and was doing good. And when he met her, it went downhill.
How long was he doing good?
He was doing good the time he got about, I'd say 7 months the time he was out.
But when the methamphetamine it just
He lost all control.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
No question.
That's all for me.
Yes, thank you so much. Any other witnesses? All right, Mr. Washington, anything you wish to say? All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
No.
All right, you can lower your hand.
Judge.
I think they're gonna have questions for you. All right, so here's my question. Why are you pointing guns in people's faces?
I have no excuse.
Why didn't you get a job?
I didn't have a job at Toyota. No,
So why are you taking money from somebody who's working 2 jobs to support themselves?
influence. It's not really an excuse, Your Honor.
Why are you bringing your mom down here for this nonsense that you have done? Because this is what I've discovered. People, when they get in trouble, who do they always call? Their mom. Why didn't you call your mom before you did this nonsense? How old are you?
2 years old, Your Honor.
So you're old enough to know better. And a lot of people have problems in their life. I know a lot of people who have mental health issues, a lot of people who have drug issues. This is not the way to go. You could end up killing her. You could end up getting killed yourself. All right. All right. Is there anything else? Because the court is going to make its ruling. All right. Then each of the cause numbers, the court is going to sentence you to 22 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $500 fine. And each cause number's time and money run concurrent. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon in each cause number. Cases taken in consideration are 2022 CR 3501, JN numbers 2049196, 2076193. You are to agree that you committed the court is finding that you committed the offenses of aggravated robbery on December 27, 2021, December 30th, 2021, and January 5th, 2022, with and in concert with Petra Calderon. There's to be no contact with Cassandra Acosta, Jorge Colmenares, Kenneth Henry, and Cynthia Murray or Morris. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
There we go.
And each of the cause numbers, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them and did you sign them? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? If you have a question, you're also not allowed to own or possess any weapons or firearms. Do you understand? If you have a question over what a weapon is or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, you're excused. Calling 2022 CR 4139, State of Texas versus Fernando Rodriguez. Can I have parties approach and announce for the record for the state? And probation, there's no application here. For the state?
Ryan Girl for the state of Texas.
For the defense?
Anton Hayek.
And are you Mr. Rodriguez?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Hayek, I'm showing you what's entitled
Mr. Hayek.
Discovery Acknowledgement.
Yes.
Did you review that document with your client? And have you received all the discovery in this case and reviewed the discovery with your client?
Reviewed briefs, I believe I've received everything for discovery.
All right, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Rodriguez, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We waive the reading of the indictment, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Judge, it's a multi-count indictment. We'd be proceeding on count 1 and 2, which should both be counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. We waive the remaining counts.
Any
No
objections? All right, then count 3, 4, and 5 are waived. And are you proceeding on the enhancement allegation?
We're not, Judge. We waive that as well.
No objection.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments, Defendant's Waivers, and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged by indictment in count 1 and count 2 with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? The range of punishments for that offense in each of the counts is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, thank you, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
He certainly had it, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do so believe and understand the charges.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe he's currently competent and was legally sent to family office.
Mr. Rodriguez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on counts 1 and 2. They're waiving the remaining counts, and they've stated on the record that they're waiving the enhancement paragraph. Punishments be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $500 fine. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon in counts 1 and 2. There are no applications for deferred adjudication or community supervision, which you're not eligible for community supervision. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. No contact with Amy, A-M-Y, Slomka, S-L-O-M-K-A, and Jackson Slomka as a condition of parole. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement? Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is the plea bargain.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Judge, one minor addition. I don't believe they can per the code, but just for the record to be clear, we'd ask for both counts to run concurrent with each other.
All right.
No objection.
And both counts will be running concurrently. You understand? All right. What I'll do is I'll write on the docket, count 1 and count 2 are running concurrent. If you all would like to initial that. Then you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement, Mr. Rodriguez? State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Judge.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, did you review the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are there any such motions?
No motion, Your Honor.
Then to count 1, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? And count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence to support the defendant's guilty plea.
Yes, Judge. State would offer State's Exhibit number 1.
The defendant and I have gone through that today and looked it over carefully. Now, we have no objection.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to show you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty of count 1 and count 2. The court will find you guilty of count 1 and count 2. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We'd like to, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 6 years and count 1, 6 years and count 2. Count 1 and 2 are to run concurrently. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon in each count. There's no contact with Amy Slomka and Jackson Slomka as a condition of parole. Here's the thing about that. I have no jurisdiction over parole, so parole may say you can have contact or not, but I'm already no contact with parole and no contact under this case. Do you understand? And also there's a $500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. And I'll give you credit for any time served. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
No, Judge.
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand? If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. You're gonna have to do better, and you got to know about, well, you can't have any weapons anymore, but shooting just in the air and shooting around, that's not a good thing. You understand? All right.
At 31 years old, Philip Thomas Washington stood before the court facing the devastating consequences of a violent armed robbery. The details of the crime were chilling. The victim testified that Washington and an accomplice entered her home, held her at gunpoint, forced her to strip, and stole her rent money. She shared emotional testimony about working 2 jobs to survive and the lingering trauma of knowing a complete stranger could have taken her life in an instant. During the hearing, Washington's mother took the stand, revealing that her son fell heavily into methamphetamine addiction, losing complete control of his life. When the judge confronted Washington, asking why he was pointing guns at hardworking people's faces, he had absolutely no excuse. The judge strongly reminded him that mental health and drug abuse are never justifications for destroying lives, ultimately smashing him with a definitive 22-year prison sentence. A major penalty for a serious crime. What are your thoughts on how the judge handled this case? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more courtroom updates.